Good morning, students. Today, I want to share one of my favorite books with you. It's about a little cat, and her name is Yoko. It's by Rosemary Wells, who's just a fantastic writer. We have many of her books here in the library. The opening pages show little pieces of different kinds of food. Does anybody know what this food is called? Some of you have been to restaurants that serve sushi, and some of you might make it at home. Yoko by Rosemary Wells. "What would you like for lunch today, my little cherry blossom?" asked Yoko's mother. "All my favorite things, please," said Yoko. So Yoko's mother spread steamed rice on a bamboo mat. She rolled up a secret treasure inside each piece, and she packed it all in the willow-covered cooler. "Have a wonderful day at school, my little cherry blossom," said Yoko's mother. "I will," answered Yoko. She's giving her mom a hug goodbye. Yoko said hello to all her friends. Everyone in Mrs. Jenkins' class sang the good morning song. At noon, Mrs. Jenkins rang the lunch bell. There she is. "Lunch boxes out and open, please, boys and girls," said Mrs. Jenkins. Timothy unwrapped a peanut butter and honey sandwich. Valerie had cream cheese and jelly. Faith had a meatball grinder. Tulip had Swiss cheese on rye. Do any of you have that kind of food? Do some of you just bring like bologna like we used to? Hazel had egg salad on pumpernickel. Doris had squeezed cheese on rye. And the Franks had Franks and beans. Who knows what Franks are? Some of you might know already, but Franks are another name for hot dogs. Yoko opened the willow-covered cooler. Inside was her favorite sushi. Tucked in the rice rolls were the crispiest cucumber, the pinkest shrimp, and the greenest seaweed, and the tastiest tuna. "What's in your lunch?" asked one of the Franks. "Ick! It's green. It's seaweed." "Oh, no," said the other Frank. "Don't tell me that's raw fish." "Watch out, it's moving," said Doris. "Yucko Rama," said Tulip and Fritz. Valerie blew the playtime whistle. "Everybody out," she said. Yoko did not want to play ball or swing on the swing. "What's wrong, Yoko?" asked Mrs. Jenkins. "Everybody laughed at my lunch," said Yoko. "They'll forget about it by snack time," said Mrs. Jenkins. But they didn't. During the snack time song, Yoko opened up a thermos cup of red bean ice cream. "Red bean ice cream is for weirdos," said the Franks. Mrs. Jenkins switched to the friendly song. Mrs. Jenkins knew that the friendly song was not enough. Late into the evening, she fretted about Yoko and worried. Finally, the answer came to her, and she wrote a letter. "Dear parents, Monday will be International Food Day at Hilltop School. Everyone is asked to bring a dish from a foreign country, and everyone must try a little bit of everything. Happy cooking, Mrs. Jenkins." "We'll make some delicious sushi for the whole class," said Yoko's mother. "Don't worry, my little cherry blossom. Everyone will try our sushi, and everyone will love it." On Monday morning, Valerie and her mother carried in a plate of enchiladas. Timothy and his mother made Caribbean coconut crisps. Hazel brought in Nigerian nut soup. Harry brought in Brazil nuts. Doris brought in Irish stew. Tulip brought potato nishes. Monica brought a pitcher of mango smoothies, and Fritz brought spaghetti. Big Frank cooked up a big pot of Boston Franken beans. That's all the Franks like to eat, I think. At noon, Mrs. Jenkins rang the lunch bell and everyone sang the Clean Hands song. "What does International Food Day mean to us, boys and girls?" said Mrs. Jenkins. "Try everything," said everybody. When Valerie blew the playtime whistle, there was not a nibble of nuts or a sip of smoothie left. But no one had touched even one piece of Yoko's lunch. Yoko sat on the learning tree. Suddenly, she heard the clickety-click of chopsticks. That's what you eat Japanese food with, chopsticks. It was Timothy. He was still hungry. I think he's a raccoon. "Let me show you how," said Yoko. Timothy polished off the rest of the crab cones his own way. He throws them in his mouth. "Can we have sushi again tomorrow?" he said. "Well, I'll ask my mother," said Yoko. During the school bus song, Timothy found a coconut crisp in his pocket. He gave it to Yoko. "It's even better than red bean ice cream," said Yoko. On the bus, Timothy and Yoko made plans to push their desks together and open a restaurant the very next day. And they did. They ordered tomato sandwiches and dragon rolls. For dessert, they had brownies with green tea ice cream, and they couldn't have asked for anything more. And there's their menu: dragon rolls, tomato sandwiches, green tea ice cream, brownies, and the beverage of your choice. And that's the end of Yoko by Rosemary Wells. It's a great story, and it's all about trying new things and being welcoming to everyone's culture.